This is an attempt to calibrate this machine. So, according to the manual, I think the first thing you calibrate is the fence. I have it in metric. I've measured it. It's 112 millimeters from the outside of the shaft to the fence. So I'm going to say, okay, motorized axis 0587. And I'm going to hit F4 and put 112 in. I'd already done it, but I'm showing the process I'm using. The spindle is at the very max height. I don't actually have the ability to move it down. So I will calibrate the spindle I believe you have to do this on every calibration. I'm going to call the spindle height 125 millimeters high. It doesn't matter if that's not quite perfect because the principle is there. So right now I have the machine, the fence is 112 millimeters forward, the spindle's 125 millimeters high. I've never tilted because I've always been afraid I won't be able to get it back again. So I would say I'm done. So I'm going to make sure I'm not in calibration mode. And I'm going to say, okay, let's move the fence back from 112 millimeters to 100 millimeters. So I'll hit F4, I'll put 100 millimeters, enter. I don't understand. Why did that change to 120? Why did that change? I don't know what 43.8 is. I asked it to go from 112 millimeters to 100 millimeters, believing that the fence would move back 12 millimeters, but again, I'll try it again. So I'm going to say I want to move the fence. I've got it going backwards right there, and I want to take it to 100 millimeters. I'll ignore that. I don't know why it's doing that. Now it says quote above FC. It does say 0. I've since realized that 0 apparently means quota above beyond end stop. So what it's telling me is that 100 millimeters back, moving back 12 millimeters, is beyond the end stop. I don't understand that, but I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to put in 100 millimeters, enter. I'm going to ignore that because I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that. I'm going to hit send. It says quote above FC. I was expecting the fence to move back 12 millimeters. Instead, I have an error that says max current. I got nothing. I read this bloody manual, and it's, if I lived in Toronto, I could find someone Italian and I could get the original. That would be great. So anyway, that's fine. We'll ignore the fence. Fence isn't going to go. Let's move the spindle. So I've got the spindle set at 125 millimeters. I think the logical thing to do would be to move the spindle down to, let's move the spindle down to 50 millimeters. Sorry, 50 millimeters. Check collisions. No idea. There's nothing in the manual that says why the fence changed to 43.8. That's a mystery to me. Again, I can't go from 125 down to 50, according to quote above FC. This is in metric. Okay, so it doesn't work. So I'm going to hit the red button, kill it. This is Groundhog Day. Anyway, that is an example of what I'm trying to do, and I don't really know what to say. Thanks.